Hey everybody, welcome to my Suburban Oasis. My name is Soleil and I garden in a zone 6A in mid-Michigan, and it is in the 40s today, and we are outside because I'm going to be doing a little bit of decorating with evergreen boughs and hydrangea blooms that have been dried, both smooth hydrangea as well as panicle hydrangea. So let's take a look at the materials we've gathered for today and where we're going to be placing them. Alright, so when my husband and my son went to get the Christmas tree this year and cut it down, we got some extra evergreen boughs. So these are a fir type branch and Fraser fir to be exact. And so we'll be utilizing those and kind of clipping off parts of those. And then over here I have some incredible arborescens variety type hydrangea blooms that I have dried. So they have a really nice limey green color. And then I also have these beautiful, I believe these are strawberry sundae panicle hydrangea blooms that I cut off and dried as well. So we have a really nice trio of colors, kind of a lime, kind of a bluey Fraser fir, and then this kind of pinky berry color. And we're going to be putting them into these two white pots on either side of this tree because I think they're going to look beautiful in there. I love to dress these right about this time of year when everything kind of starts to look a little bit more worse for the wear. And so I'm going to fill these pots up, but first this one is leaning a little bit to the side, so I want to kind of correct that a little bit. So let's take care of that first. I'm hoping that this will be a nice, easy fix. I'm going to just try to move a little bit of mulch underneath one side of this and kind of level out this pad that it's sitting on. And hopefully that will do the trick. I'm not going for perfect, but I don't want the Leaning Tower of Pisa either. That is so much better already. Excellent. All right, well, let me grab the evergreen boughs and we will start trimming those so that we can have some smaller boughs to work with. So what I'm looking for is just to make sure that the branches are not too long. The actual size of the urns is pretty good and the ground is not frozen, so I don't think that we'll have any problems with inserting these into the urns. And again, I'm just looking to see how big these are and the size because I don't want them to be too long. Like this one looks a little bit long, so I'm going to clip off the bottom. Hopefully. Maybe I need to sharpen my secateurs here. And we're going to try to do about half and half on these. I'm taking off some of the lower branches on this one, which will allow me to stick it in a little bit better, and also will give me some small branches to work with. This one's definitely 2 branches, so we'll cut this side off as well. Sometimes it's nice to have the smaller branches just to kind of tuck in and around at the end. I think we should have plenty of these. I think I might make this one into 2 because it's pretty long. Something like this, I'll just clip and make 3 branches out of it. Something like that anyways, maybe 4. Just kind of play it by ear as I go. trying to look at my piles and make sure that they're kind of even. Now we're not trying to make this perfectly symmetrical either, because perfect symmetry is hard to do in arrangements, especially when you're just kind of using found things around your yard. So don't stress about it if you're, looking to make one yourself. Just do what makes you happy. Okay, I think we have the right amount of branches now, so we're going to start working on the urns. Because these are so long, what I like to do is kind of crisscross them in the urns, stick them straight across the urn into the other side, and kind of poke them down in the soil that way. Then they also kind of help to hold each other in throughout the winter by weight. Wait, this one's really tall. I need to cut this one a little shorter. And I by no means am a decor expert, but this is just something I found to be fun to do during the winter months out in the garden, and it's something that I find to be fairly rewarding in terms of how long it lasts and kind of the beauty that it gives to the area and a little extra greenery this time of year. This is looking nice and full. And then this is also going to kind of give me a grid to work in for the hydrangea blooms. All right, let's get some green stuff into urn number 2 over here. These look really gorgeous. I just love evergreens in the wintertime. And these will look lovely with snow. And you'll see I've kind of got them, they are kind of pointing up. They have boughs that kind of curve up, but some of these will end up laying down with the weight of snow. when it comes. So it's good to do it that way, I've found, anyways, in my area. Now, if you don't have snow, maybe that's not an issue for you. All right, I think that's looking pretty good. I have a few greens that are left over, so I'm just going to work with the hydrangeas now, because what I want to do is kind of fill it in, and then if I need to tuck a little bit of greenery into these afterwards, I'll do that. So start with more of the colorful hydrangeas. And these are just going to make a nice little plump display on the inside here. And I've never used the Incredible hydrangea blooms before, so this is my first year doing that. But I'm really excited to try it because it adds just another color into the palette that I can work with. And these hydrangea blooms will just kind of degrade over time, but they will last long enough so that I can really enjoy them throughout the winter. And I should be able to show you what they look like in some garden tour videos, as we have those as well. So that's already looking really beautiful. And in order to dry these blooms, if you've never dried hydrangea blooms before, it's super easy. You just cut them off of the plant when they are all the way open and they have the color that you like, and then stick them in a couple inches of water and let them dry. Let them suck up that water just enough, and they will then dry just completely the way that they are, with the colors and everything. One of the easiest flowers to work with, I think, in order to dry. All right, let's get some of the beautiful Incredibles and stick those in as well. Now the Incredible blooms will be a little bit more fragile, and I'm really just going to tuck these in because they don't have super strong stems. These are probably only a few years old, but they're definitely going to add a little bit more dimension to this pot. Kind of light things up. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, let's tuck some in over here as well. Now I do have a few evergreen boughs left over, so all I'm going to do with those is I'm going to use them for the little square planters that I have out in front of these, because they don't have anything planted in them right now and they're looking kind of bare. These just look so fluffy and fun. You can see how much of a difference this makes already, but let's get some evergreen into these pots up front here. In order to do that, I need to clip these down even a little further. Kind of wish I had even more hydrangea blooms so that I could tuck them in these pots as well. But I'm just excited that I have some leftover greenery to put in here. Now, in order to maximize this, I'm not going to be able to see it very well with these mums in front, so I'm just going to clip those away. There we go. Well, you guys, hopefully you can tell the difference as well. It is so much cheerier to look at, and all of this cost me nothing. So these are just some tree branches that were available at the store where we got the Christmas tree. Well, it's a cut down Christmas tree farm. And then these hydrangeas that are gorgeous are just from the garden and dried and then saved until a time when I knew that we could use them. Now, wouldn't it be pretty when those grasses get larger to actually maybe even put some grasses into that? That would be another beautiful color and texture. But I tend to do this pretty similar arrangement every year because it just makes me happy and it looks absolutely stunning. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video today, getting out into the garden and putting some beautiful things in that we can look at throughout the rest of the winter. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas to you and yours. We'll see you next time.